Y'all, I fumbled the bag. I fumbled the bag. Listen, here I am at home, right? And I don't know. I find that now that I don't have a job and I'm at home, I don't look at my calendar. This is my calendar. I barely opened this. When I went to work, it was a habit. It was a ritual. You know, you go in, you check your calendar for the day to see what's what. You know what's coming up today, tomorrow, whatever. Because you got to plan your life accordingly. You got to work your hours accordingly. You know, like, look, this is my September. I don't know if you can see that. But, you know, I write all my stuff in my calendar. This is October. I ain't got nothing written in here. So I did not open this baby. Why was I sitting here at this desk, editing all day? I'm sitting here at this desk, and then I glanced at my phone, and I noticed that I had like a little alert popped up. And it was 9 p.m. at night last night. The alert said, Kamala Harris book event, 30 minutes. What? I looked at the calendar because the other thing about being home is all days just don't make sense anymore. I don't know if it's Monday. I don't know if it's Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is. And then if you give me a number, if you tell me today's October 10th, it doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm not relating it to anything. So the fact that her book signing was yesterday, y'all, I have paid. Let me pull up the calendar. Let me pull up the budget. Wait, I think I bought it last month. I bought it last month because I purchased this before I knew I was losing a whole job. And before I knew the government was going to be shutting all the way down. $817 for 2 tickets. Because I wanted good seats. I want the good seats. Living that money ain't a thing life. Y'all, I was like, I'm here. I was not dressed. To get to DC, because it's at Warner Theater, to get to DC would have been an hour. It could have been an hour. It could have been a little more than an hour. There ain't no way that my phone told me at 9 o'clock I had to be somewhere in 30 minutes, and I'm not even dressed. I felt sick because I was like, even if I wasn't going to go, if I could have tried to resell the tickets, but again, in my mind, it's in the future. I'm not even thinking the future's tomorrow, right? So I didn't do no work to try to resell the ticket, 1. 2, I could have gave the tickets away. Now, 30 minutes, there's not even any time to give the tickets away because anybody who lives anywhere in this area, it takes you a while to get to DC. And we don't even know if y'all are dressed. Are you dressed? You know? So I'm just like sick because I don't like wasting money. I can't believe I forgot. So I called Jay. He wasn't home. And I called him like about 9:15. And I'm like, babe, the Kamala Harris event. Luckily, baby, come back.
I don't know where that paper's at. Yes.
I want you to tell them about the Kamala event.
Yes.
About
what you want to know about? What you want to know about?
When I called you.
Yes.
I'm like, is there a way that you can come closer?
Yes. There's always a way.
All right, baby's closer. All right, so I called you last night, and I'm like, babe, this Kamala event, where are you? Can you make it?
And yeah, I was close by. I was in Maryland, actually shooting back towards this way to Virginia. And yeah, I was fairly like maybe 30 minutes away, 25 minutes away from the place.
So,
but I wasn't gonna go. I was like, But after she told me about how much she paid for it, I was like,
the tickets came with books, 2 books, and I'm like, so he was like, you want me to go and pick up the books? Do whatever.
At first I was like, man, that's a lot of money to, and you know, and we had great seats. And I'm like, let me go ahead and just. She ain't gonna go. No, she tried to call somebody, right?
Yeah, I did. I tried to call some people, but they were all like away.
So then I was like, let me just go. Something in me was like, I don't want to go. And then something in me was like, man, this is an opportunity.
Wait, you know who we didn't call? We didn't call Gwen. She might have been in DC last night.
Oh, she might have been. She would have went too.
Yeah.
Me and Gwen would have been chilling.
Yeah.
So we should call her up later on to see if she was in DC.
I know.
But yeah, so I was like, it's a great opportunity to go. You know, when is the last time I'm gonna see a book signing from Kamala Harris? So I was like, let me just go.
Hold on, y'all. He said Kamala Harrison, y'all. Don't judge my baby. Look,
Harris. It's Harris, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Harris. Okay, but yeah, Kamala Harris. So I was like, when's the next time I'm going to see her? So I was like, let me just go and see if I can do this. So I got parking quick. The lines was like, they had two lines. They was wrapped around, this is the entrance. They was wrapped around the corner like this. Like all the way where I parked that on the corner. I found the parking right in the corner for $1.35. I was like, whoo, gotta go.
Yup, because the parking, and y'all know this is DC. That'll never happen. And the parking was like up until 10, and you got there like 9:41, and he just had to pay that gap.
I just had to pay that gap. So,
yep.
So I was, I just went on the line, went to the line. I was trying to bless somebody with a good seat. But somebody was telling me nobody could sit next to me.
Let me tell y'all.
Because I'm a good-looking man, and I'm gonna get snatched up like a cake.
He trying to get himself stolen from me. No, not on my watch. Because listen,
no,
he
nice.
He can appear to be like the single man, the single woke man.
Yeah, we'll say all government workers around me. In our section.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, you could tell they had the suits with the little flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And so.
I'm surprised that they had, there was part of the Democrat then. Because I don't know if, people get scared. Come out of there with a picture.
Man, listen.
Get fired the next day. But.
No. He ain't lying, though. We have a whole friend, remember?
What happened?
She worked for this administration. So we have a friend who worked for the Biden-Harris administration. And she hasn't been able to find a job since. And when she goes on interviews, they ask her about that because she is really like high up there in policy and all of that. And they was like, well, we don't know if we hire you, you might put a target on our company. You know what I'm saying? You might, they might come after you. So she started her own business and they're doing really well. But that's why.
Wow. Yeah. So I was able to get in there quick. Got my 2 books with the 2 tickets. It was easy to get in. And it was a great book signing. It was very great. It was good. So I enjoyed it for both of us. Yeah.
So I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. DC, stand to your feet. Let's give a big, warm welcome to Madam Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
So let me ask you this. Were there any incidents?
Oh, it was like 8 incidents. Yeah, so but in different times of the interview. People out there, screaming whatever. I couldn't really understand what they were screaming about. And they had like this white banner, linen. So it looked like they had really folded up like like a scarf or something. They was able to bring it in. It wasn't paper.
Yeah.
So I was like, so they was probably able to, put it on them or whatever without crinkly and making it, obvious that they have a poster to protest. So, but there was 8 of them. There was 5 of them in our row, but on the left side of me. But I had some people that weren't a part of that group, so I was able. But every time, there's security coming down my row, I have to get up so they can escort this person out the building or whatever they're gonna do. I don't know if they're just gonna escort them out, arrest them. I don't know. So,
wow.
I don't know. I don't know what was the outcome on that, but I don't think they'll get arrested. You think they get arrested?
No.
Because they ain't trespassing.
Freedom of speech, right? Yeah. So, what was your favorite part of this thing?
Was it the story time? Like what happened after the election, and how, stuff like that, and when she was going back home. They had that wildfire, and because they live in LA, and it came out in the news that the fire is close to Kamala's house, the Harris house, but she unfortunately, not unfortunately, but nothing happened to her house, so that was great, So, but so just the backstory of knowing like how she felt after the election and how they went. How they got themselves back, because going to all those rallies and all those groups and all the speeches, that kind of, you bring that home to you.
Well, my loving husband, listen, he had been through so much. I mean, I do talk about it in the book, the attacks are awful and mean and wrong and misinformed. And also, my husband is very protective of me, as I hope that everyone has people in your life, partners who care about you, don't want you to be hurt. And it was a lot, and it was weighing on him, and so we got into it, and just kind of like, why'd you answer that way? And Doug looked at me, and he just poured cold water on the whole situation by saying, we can't turn on each other. And he just centered us. And I think in a relationship, especially when you're going through stressful moments, which every relationship has to endure, figuring out a way to figure out the release valve on the heat or the pressure of the moment, even if you don't resolve whatever it is, but just taking the heat out of it is really important. And I think that's one of the keys to how we dealt with the pressure of the campaign, but also of life. And I feel very fortunate to have a partner in life, my husband, who wants to see, as I do, a way to resolve things. And there are always going to be things to be resolved.
Well, one of the things that I was looking forward to was moments like this.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.
I was looking forward to that. I want to be there. I want to see that. Oh, can't believe I fumbled the bag. But I'm so freaking happy that not only was Jay in a position to go, but that you wanted to go.
So I got some footage. I got some audio. I got like an hour audio for her to listen. So, we'll probably listen to that while we eat our cold lunch.
I'm about to wrap this up. And I'm going to go with my spirit, with my heart. If any of you want a copy of this book, because we got 2 of them that I paid like $300 and something to, I'm going to say this. This is how you do it. hit me up on Buy Me a Coffee. Hit me up over there. That's where I will be picking the winner from if you want to be entered into that rally. So check out Buy Me a Coffee. And you can buy me something as little as a coffee. Or feel free to gift us, bless us with more. But that's where we will be picking the winner for a copy of my $400 book, 107 Days Kamala Harris. And then also let me know in the comments if you're interested on hearing my points of view after I read this book. If you would be interested in hearing what I think. What I think.
She's going to be reading a chapter a day to me.
That's what he said. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to thumbs up. Talk to me down there in the comments. Go buy me a coffee if you're so inclined. And subscribe. And then let me know if you have any more questions. And I'll be back. Peace.
All of this together. Do we get a selfie line? Selfie? Yes, let's just selfie. Come on. Oh, and it's 11:11. Make a wish. Smile, everybody.
Everybody's out. They had like maybe 7, 8 outbreaks, protesters, and different timing of the events. They got merch. They got merch.